Do you want to understand what is really happening in the artificial intelligence war without needing to decipher the tech jargon? The objective of this video is exactly that. In the end, you will know what Microsoft, Google, and Meta are really doing and why there is a gigantic ethical fight happening now. The news is flying fast. This week, Google announced a breakthrough 13,000 times faster than a supercomputer, and Microsoft is literally trying to give emotions to its new assistant. I know that many people hear this and think, this is too complicated, or this is just marketing, it doesn't change my life. The truth is that the decisions they are making today, like the controversy over whether artificial intelligences can or cannot hit on you, will define how we use technology in the coming years. I follow this market every day and I will filter all this noise for you. I'm going to explain what's going on in a very simple way. For you, what is the limit? Would you be okay with having an artificial intelligence assistant that reacts to your emotions almost like a friend? Or do you think this idea is bizarre and even a little scary? Drop your opinion here in the comments. Remembering, folks, that if you like our project, besides your opinion, leave a like and leave the hype now so you don't forget. This helps this project immensely to continue bringing videos to you. Thank you. Let's get to the facts. Let's start with Microsoft, the company that makes Windows. You might not remember, but a long time ago, when we used the computer, a talking paperclip would appear on the screen, Clippy. The idea was for it to help you, but it was very annoying and hindered more than it helped. Well, Microsoft decided to bring this idea back, but in a way that is 1,000 times better. They created a new helper called Mo. He is not a paperclip. Now he is a little ball of light that is on the screen. The big difference is that this little ball reacts to you for real. If you are talking to the computer and your voice sounds happy, Mo will smile. If your voice sounds angry or sad, he will frown or blink. He understands how you are feeling just by your tone of voice. But the coolest part is the memory. Think about today's helpers. If you close the conversation, they forget everything. Mo is different. He was made to remember things. If you tell him today that you are studying for a history test, tomorrow he will remember that. He builds context, almost like a friend who knows your things. They also put in a learn live mode. It works like this. Instead of you asking for the answer to a homework assignment and him giving it to you on a platter, Mo acts like a private tutor. He asks you questions, shows you images on a virtual whiteboard, and guides you so you find the answer. It's a much more interesting way to learn, whether for school or for a new language. The head of this area at Microsoft, Mustafa Sulyan, is taking this very seriously. He said he wants Mo to have an identity. He even said that Mo will have a virtual room where he lives and that he will even age. It's a crazy idea trying to make the computer seem more human. Microsoft had already tried to make a helper before, Cortana, but it was a failure and nobody used it. The challenge now is the same, to make people think it's normal to chat with a little ball of light on the computer without feeling weird. While Microsoft is trying to make artificial intelligence seem like a friend, Google is focused on something else: speed and power. They announced two gigantic things. The first is a system called Flame. Imagine that Google has a super intelligent artificial intelligence that knows how to recognize millions of photos. It knows what a dog, a cat, a building is. But if you give it a very, very specific task, it starts to make mistakes. For example, if you give it satellite photos, those taken from space, and ask the artificial intelligence to find only chimneys, the artificial intelligence will get confused and start marking water tanks or towers, thinking they are chimneys. In the past, to teach the artificial intelligence to do this difficult task, Google needed to train the entire program all over again. This took weeks and spent an absurd amount of energy using super powerful computers, the GPUs. Flame is a new and much smarter trick. Instead of training everything all over again, Flame does the following. It asks the main artificial intelligence to separate only the photos it was unsure about. Like, is this a chimney or a water tank? Point. Then a real person looks at only about 30 of these photos and corrects the artificial intelligence. This is a chimney. This is not. Based on this mini lesson, Flame creates a super specialist helper, a filter. The main program continues to know everything it knew before, but now it has this helper that only serves to find chimneys. The result is incredible. In one test, the artificial intelligence jumped from almost 0% accuracy to 94% accuracy on this task. And the best part, it only took a few minutes to learn using a normal computer, a CPU, not a supercomputer. But if that already seems powerful, the other news from Google is even crazier. It has to do with quantum computing. Think of a normal computer like a light switch. It can only be on, number one, or off, number zero. That's how it does all its calculations. A quantum computer is different. Its switch can be on and off at the same time. This allows it to do millions of calculations at the same time. Google built one of these quantum chips, the Willow, and gave it a super complex math problem, basically to simulate how atoms behave, the same type of science used in hospital MRI machines. The result? Google's quantum chip solved the problem 13,000 times faster than the fastest supercomputer that exists in the world today. And the most important part, the answer it gave was 100% correct. It wasn't a guess. Scientists have always said these computers would change the world, and it seems this is the first proof that they are really starting to work for practical things. Over at Meta, the company that owns Facebook and Instagram, the news is simpler but very useful. You know when you go to an app's help site and there's that search bar for you to type what you want? Meta updated the tool they use to make these help sites. Now, instead of a dumb search, they put in an artificial intelligence. You no longer need to type change password. You can write, hey, I lost my password and I don't know what to do. The artificial intelligence will read all the manuals and give you the exact answer, as if you were in a chat. To finish, there is a very serious discussion going on because of all this. The topic is, should these artificial intelligence helpers, like ChatGPT, be able to create adult content, like write erotic stories or flirt with the person who is using it? The head of artificial intelligence at Microsoft, the same one from Mustafa Suleyman, was super clear. He said that Microsoft will not do this. He thinks this kind of thing is very dangerous. The problem is that the competitors are doing the exact opposite. Elon Musk's artificial intelligence robot, the Grok, already has flirt modes. And the company that makes ChatGPT, OpenAI, just said that it will release adult content as long as the person can prove they are of legal age. This created a very strange situation because Microsoft is one of OpenAI's biggest investors. It gave $13 billion to them, but now they are publicly disagreeing about what artificial intelligence should or should not do. There are a lot of people worried. The billionaire Mark Cuban, for example, said this will go very wrong. He thinks parents will forbid their kids from using ChatGPT because everyone knows that kids find a way to bypass these age gates. The head of OpenAI already responded, saying that his company is not the world's elected moral police and that adults should be free to choose. This is the big fight now. Should technology companies do what people want, even if it's adult content? Or do they have a responsibility to protect society from these things? Nobody has the right answer yet. Now that you've seen everything, the big fight of the week is this. In your opinion, who is right? The head of Microsoft, who thinks it's dangerous and wants to ban romantic artificial intelligence? Or the head of OpenAI, who thinks an adult should have freedom of choice? Leave your opinion down below. I really want to know which side you're on in this. This video doesn't end now. It continues with us talking in the comments. If you found this video interesting, I invite you to be a channel member, leave a like, and leave the hype on this video. Up here on the right side, I'll leave a video recommendation for you to continue with me. I'll see you in the comments and in the next video. See you later.